what to say? What to say? I mean, my God, what a Wrestlemania. We see the end of The Undertaker. I don't know. I want to be as respectful as I can, and I want people to understand. I know people are going to hate Roman Reigns for it, but you should not blame Roman Reigns for what happened. You can't blame Roman Reigns. You gotta blame Vince. Roman Reigns winning was not Roman's fault, it was Vince. So I want people to understand that it's not Roman's fault that The Undertaker lost. Surprisingly, some results were predictable, but in the end, I kind of felt like it was just some of the matches were a bit rushed and wasted to me. Now, I didn't watch any of the pre-show. I was still sleeping when the pre-show was on, and I believe I got up around about after the pre-show was over. Give me one sec. And I want to be honest. I know I should have been, crying about The Undertaker retiring, but for whatever reason, I was sad for him. I was sad, but I wasn't exactly crying that he lost. And I know my time limit is like 15 minutes to get a review out. 6 hours. I gotta do a 6-hour pay-per-view in 15 minutes. And luckily, and I want to apologize for that. My mum came in. Sorry, I keep getting interrupted. I didn't watch any of the pre-show, so I guess I could be lucky about that. I did get the results though. Mojo Rawley won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. It actually came down between him and Titus O'Neil, which was a bit of a surprise because I heard it from my brother, which was a bit of a surprise. And Neville retained his title. I didn't expect that. And my man, Randy. My man, Randy's the WWE Champion again. Very proud of him for winning the title. And yeah, I will admit the match really wasn't all that exciting. I will admit that. It really wasn't all that exciting. It wasn't really all that good. I will give it that. And also, the Intercontinental title match was pushed to the pre-show. Dean Ambrose retained the Intercontinental title. Neville retained his Cruiserweight title, which was a bit of a surprise. I was expecting Austin Aries to win. And Mojo Rawley won the Memorial Battle Royal, 33 men, by last eliminating Jinder Mahal. Okay. Surprised Jinder Mahal even made it that far, to be honest with you. We also had the return of the Hardy Boys. Return of the Hardys. Now, I'm not going to hate on the Hardys. I like the Hardys. Even though I didn't see a lot of them in the Attitude Era, they were wrestling when I was watching wrestling. So I do know the Hardy Boys. And I disagree. I just disagree bringing them back and giving them titles. That's all I disagree with. That's all I disagree with. I can't agree bringing them back and just putting a belt on them. I just disagree with it. We had AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon. A pretty good opening match. AJ Styles wins with a phenomenal forearm to Shane McMahon. And I apologize, I'm going to rush through this because, it's a 6-hour freaking pay-per-view. And I don't want to blabber too long. I'll only blabber on certain things. Kevin Owens wins the US title from Chris Jericho. Bayley retained her title in a 4-way elimination. I don't agree with Bayley winning. Bayley had all the momentum in the world heading into the event. Now, my prediction on this is that I reckon they're going to send Charlotte over to SmackDown. I've got a feeling they're going to put Charlotte on SmackDown when the draft happens. I've just got that funny feeling. Because what's the point in having Charlotte continue to be on Raw? There's no one else for Charlotte. So I reckon they probably might have her feud with Dana Brooke or move her over to SmackDown. And I think they're going to move Charlotte over to SmackDown. The Hardy Boys got added to the Raw Tag Team title Fatal 4-Way. Like I mentioned, I disagree with them winning the titles as soon as they come back. I would not have minded if they came back after WrestleMania. Maybe like whoever won the belts, they could have challenged whoever had the belts after Mania. But it is what it is. Cena and Nikki defeated Miz and Maurice, which was pretty obvious. And Cena proposes to Nikki Bella at WrestleMania, and they have agreed, and they're agreeing to get married. And good for them, and we probably won't be seeing Cena and Nikki Bella anymore anyway. Seth Rollins beat Triple H in a non-sanctioned match. Now, this was a pretty good match, 25 minutes. I'm actually waiting, just to let you people know, I'm actually reading this off of Wikipedia, so that way I can jog my memory here. I was expecting Seth Rollins to win, honestly. I didn't say I knew. I predicted Seth Rollins to win, which he did. Stephanie McMahon went through a table very similar to what happened last year. Stephanie McMahon got involved in the match and she got hit for it. Like last year it was Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns went to spear Triple H, but then he speared Stephanie McMahon. But this time round, Stephanie McMahon fell through the table. This is the second time Stephanie McMahon has taken a bump at WrestleMania. Randy Orton, my boy Randy, defeats Bray Wyatt for the WWE Championship. Now, a lot of people were predicting Eric Rowan was going to come into this. People were predicting we might see Sister Abigail. People were saying Randy Orton won't win the title. And I'm so glad my man Randy is the WWE Champion. 4 years it has been since my boy Randy has been WWE Champion. And I'm proud. And I'm so happy. Now, I agree, Randy Orton didn't really pull on much offense. He really did use the RKO a lot in this match. I will agree, the match was lackluster. It really wasn't all that good. I will agree, and I will accept that Randy Orton did not do a lot in this match. I'll accept that, and I will agree, Randy Orton did not do a lot in this match. But Bray Wyatt just made it so easy for him. And then they had these all these worms and cockroaches appearing in the middle of the ring to try and throw Randy Orton off his game. But then he hit the RKO. I believe Randy Orton hit 2 RKOs, one on the floor and one to win him the match. And he's the WWE Champion. Brock Lesnar defeats Goldberg for the Universal Championship. I know I said Goldberg. He beats Goldberg for the Universal Championship. Like I predicted, this was going to happen. I thought Goldberg might have won, but in the end I was thinking, Brock Lesnar hasn't got a win over him yet. Brock Lesnar, the match went for 4 minutes and 45 seconds. The longest match Goldberg has had since coming back. A lot of spears. There was a big spot where Goldberg speared Lesnar through the barricade. And then Brock Lesnar gave Goldberg a jackhammer, then kicked out. And then about 10 suplexes later, after 10 suplexes by Brock Lesnar won the Universal Championship. Naomi wins the SmackDown Women's Championship. She's now a 2-time SmackDown Women's Champion. I'm so happy for Naomi. I've really gotten into Naomi a lot more this year. She's really grown on me. I love her new character. I'm glad she won at WrestleMania. winning back the Women's Championship, and she brought back the submission I actually liked, the Slay Mission. She brought back the Slay Mission and made Alexa Bliss tap out. And finally, the main event, Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker. Now, this was a pretty good match, I will be honest. And I'll be honest with you, I actually wanted The Undertaker to win. Because if this was really going to be his last match, I thought it was only fair if he was going to win. But they made him lose. It took 4 spears and 4 Superman punches. And they had good old JR commentate this match. It was so great to hear JR's voice again. It was really good to hear JR. I feel sorry for what has happened to his wife. That his wife died, and I feel bad for him. And it was very great to see JR again. But by seeing JR again, it made me think that this was The Undertaker's last run. I said this to my brother while we were watching. Since JR's coming out, I think this is Undertaker's last match. He agreed. And then when Roman Reigns kicked out of the tombstone, we all knew it was over. Now, I'm not blaming Roman Reigns for this, okay? I'm not blaming Roman Reigns. I'm not mad at Roman Reigns. I just disagree that Roman Reigns won. If this was Undertaker's last match, it should have been Undertaker going 24-1. I really did enjoy WrestleMania, though. I really did enjoy this WrestleMania. This WrestleMania kept me excited. I was a bit quiet throughout most of the matches, but I was excited. So I'll run through the results for you guys very quickly. Neville beat Aries. Mojo won the Memorial Battle Royal by eliminating Jinder Mahal. Ambrose beats Corbin. Styles beats Shane. Excuse me, I was coughing. Styles beats Shane. Owens beat Jericho. Bayley beats Flair. Jackson Banks. The Hardy Boys beats Gallows and Anderson. Cesaro and Sheamus and Enzo Amore and Big Cass. And no, they don't have their broken Hardy gimmick. They're not broken. They're the Hardy Boys. And when that match was on, people were complaining that they're not the broken Hardys. Please, just be happy you had the Hardy Boys back. I mean, seriously, who cares what gimmick they have? Cena and Nikki beat Miz and Maurice. Seth beats Triple H. Randy Orton beats Bray. Goldberg beats... Lesnar beats Goldberg. Naomi beats Bliss, Lynch, Carmella, Mickey and Natty. And Reigns beats The Undertaker. That has been my WrestleMania review. I'm sorry I can't go in full depth of WrestleMania. I have to respect my 15-minute limit here. So if I ever was allowed more than 15 minutes, I would be able to, sit here and talk more longer about the matches. I believe Charlotte Flair could be taking a trip to SmackDown, and I think maybe Alexa Bliss or Becky Lynch could be taking a trip over to Monday Night Raw. I don't know. That's just my opinion. And I think AJ Styles will also be heading over to Monday Night Raw. That's my honest opinion. And we will see what else happens down the road. Alrighty, guys. I hope you enjoyed my WrestleMania review. And I will see you for Monday Night Raw. And yes, I was wearing my New Day t-shirt today. See yous on Monday Night Raw.